Hello, and welcome to another wonderful Wired Wednesday. My name is Ashley, and this is Facebook Buy and Sell Groups. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into Facebook.com. So you have to have a Facebook account to be able to use the Buy and Sell Groups. Once you're in your Facebook account, you're going to go up to the top to search, and you're going to search for the Buy and Sell. So the local Buy and Sell for Thornbury is Thornbury Hidden Treasures. So once you type this in and you hit search, you'll see the first one comes up. So next you'll see join. So what they have is they have an admin for each of these groups. And when you hit that join button, the admin allows you into the group. So I'm just going to hit the join button. So they're going to ask you some questions. So do you live within the Blue Mountains area or able to pick up in this area? If admin cannot see your location, you may not be added to this group. So you write your answer and you just say yes. Do you understand that business or entrepreneurs can post here only on Mondays unless otherwise stated? So certain buy and sell groups have certain rules. So this is theirs. So you can just say, yes, you understand that. And then you're just going to read through all of the rules that they have here. So they each have rules. So just about safety and buyer beware, community events. There's just different things that you can and can't post here. So just read through those yourself. And then once you're done, you just hit I agree to the group rules, and then you hit submit. And then your request is sent. So then somebody has to okay your request on the other end. And then once that happens, we'll go to the next step. Okay, so you've been accepted into the group. So if you go down the left-hand side, you'll see all these categories that are here. So there's an about section. So the first thing you want to do when you join a new buy and sell group is to go through the about section and just read the rules as well. So these are the rules that you want to kind of go through and just see. It's similar to the ones that you just read before you joined, but just go back through this just to make sure. There's a discussion section as well. Which is basically what's being sold. Announcements, if there are any announcements. So there's an announcement here that they've put down. So you're just going to read the announcements as well. These are the things you do before you post to something like this. So your items, I've had some items that I've sold. I'm not going to show you those. Members, so these are just other members of the group. Videos, which videos or photos, and then recommendations. Watch party, which is something you don't need to worry about for this, is because you're not going to have watch parties typically on here. They're just typical things that Facebook has. Events, and then files. So if you go back to the discussion area, so you can see here that there's across the top part here, it says, what are you selling? And then there's sell something, start a discussion, live video, or more. So if you're going to sell something, you would just hit the sell something button. And then here's where you would put in what you're selling. So you'd type in, say if you're going to sell a dresser. So we'll say dresser. Price. So you put in however much you think you can get for the dresser. People can always negotiate unless you say the price is firm and that's what you want for it. But typically people negotiate on here to try and see if they can kind of come to an agreement of a price. So let's just say we want the dresser to be $50. And then where you're located, so if you're in Thornbury, you would just type in Thornbury. You don't have to type in your whole address or anything. You just type in Thornbury. And then you're going to describe your item. So you just describe what it is. So, like medium size dresser. And then you just put in like the measurements of the dresser if you have them. So if not, typically people want to know the size of something. So I would definitely measure a dresser just to make sure what it is. So let's just say like 35 by 57. I'm just making this up as I go. So something like that. And then you would put down the price that you want to pay. Again, typically that's what I do. So I would say, $50. And then I'd say located, next to the library. or wherever you're located. So that way people have an idea, because sometimes people come from Collingwood can look in here and things like that. So they really want to know where you're located, because people from all other areas can post in this as well. So you just want to make sure you keep a really good look at where it's coming from. So in that area where you put down where your location is, that's where you really want to make sure you check that out when you're looking to buy something, because it could be in Owen Sound, or it could be in Collingwood or Wasaga Beach. So you want to make sure that you want to drive somewhere to get something. You want to know where you're going. And then to add photos, you would hit photo, and then you just find the photos on your device or your computer that you would have saved. And then you can just hit next, and then you can post it. So it stays up there, and then you can kind of go down. You can see here that there's people selling some things here. And to message somebody, you can just message them in a private message. You just hit the message button and it'll pop up, and you can just send them a message. So if you want to say, is this item still available, you can just hit that and hit send message, and they'll get a message, and then you guys can message each other back and forth to arrange a pickup time. A lot of people right now, because of COVID-19, what they're doing is they're saying curbside pickup, so contactless pickup. So basically what you can do is you can actually do an e-transfer for money if you'd like, and then you can do that. Or you can have somebody maybe drop the money off somewhere, at your house, and then you have the item ready, and then just kind of do a swap out in your driveway, and things like that. So there's all kinds of ways you can do this, but this is the way that you would do that to be able to do that. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You just kind of have to follow the steps of posting, and you're good to go. So also on the left-hand side, you can see there's shortcuts here. So there's other various buy and sell groups as well. So like there's a Collingwood buy and sell as well. So you would just type in the top like Collingwood buy and sell, official Wasaga Beach buy and sell. Like you just type in buy and sell, and it'll come up with the different buy and sell pages as well for you. All right, and that's the buy and sell.